Hi everyone, this is Phil from It Gaming, and today I'm going to show you 10 quick tips for Fallout 4. Tip number 1 is pickpocketing fusion cores. It is absolutely possible to sneak up behind a power armor and pull the fusion core right out of the back of it. Doing so, you'll kick the guy right out of the power armor, and then it's just a simple matter of taking out the unarmored foe, and boom, free power armor. You should be aware, though, it takes a fair amount of skill in both sneak and pickpocketing in order to do this reliably. Tip number 2 is quick exiting terminals. So if you're several submenus in, it can be a real pain to quickly get out of a terminal, unless you hold down the back button. If you do that, you'll quick exit, and just boom, you're out. Tip number 3 is changing the Pip-boy light. Many people don't like the sickly green color that is cast by the Pip-boy by default, so one of the things you can do is you can go into the menu and change the color of the Pip-boy to whatever you want, and that will be the color that it will shine if you use it as a flashlight. But if you want to keep that green color on your Pip-boy, another alternative is a mining helmet, which will cast a nice white light, and your green Pip-boy stays the way it is. Tip number 4 is pull your fusion cores. Now, if you have a power armor at your base and you don't want anyone else to use it, remember to pull the fusion core out when you leave it. Otherwise, somebody may abscond with it and it may end up who knows where. Tip number 5 is the Lone Wanderer perk. Now, many people don't know this, but dog meat does not classify as a companion, so you can have dog meat and still get the benefits of the Lone Wanderer perk. I guess Bethesda just doesn't count you as a person. No, they don't. No, they don't. Tip number 6 is text tags. Now, what may not be known to people is that HTML-like modifiers to text like B and I and U will all work for naming of weapons, so you can have a bold, italic, and underlined title for your gun. Tip number 7 is NPC Dress-Up. Now, you may be aware that you can trade items with any of the NPCs in your settlement, but you can also have them equip the items by hovering over the item and pressing T on the PC, triangle on the PS4, or Y on the Xbox. Tip number 8 is work assignments. So if you're at one of your settlements and you're in workshop mode, when you hover your reticle over one of your settlers, it will also highlight what jobs they've been assigned to. This is particularly useful to see which plants still need to be cared for. Tip number 9 is water purification. Now, if you have one of the larger water purifiers at your base, you may not be aware that it isn't just providing water for your settlers, but it's also supplying water for you. So the way you can check this is by going to your workshop and you clear everything out of the workshop. And what's going to happen is the water purifier will add purified water over time, but this is real in-game time. So you can't just go to your bed and then sleep for 24 hours and expect water. You actually have to leave and go play this actual video game. I know, weird. And finally, tip number 10 is cleaning up the drive-in. So at the center of the drive-in is a huge pool filled with radioactive barrels. What you may not know is you can scrap those barrels, and as long as you scrap every single one of them, it will remove all the radiation, and the pool will be safe to play in. Hooray! So hopefully you found these tips useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like or comment, or better yet, subscribe to the channel. And as always, have fun out there.